Hi there, I wanted to make this video as a bit of a review of my Osmio water filter. I've had this for about 7 months now and it's brilliant, and I think it's really important to kind of give some user experience after all of that time. Now if you want some technical information and you want to know the science of exactly what it's doing, this isn't the video for you. There's loads of resources online with lots of kind of white papers and scientific studies about this. But basically this is a reverse osmosis water filter, and it's been brilliant and it's really changed the way that we use water in this house. Now the basic premise of this is that it goes through a number of different filter stages called reverse osmosis, and it's pretty much the best way to get the most pure water for drinking that you can. Not just for drinking, but that's mainly what we use it for in the house here. So this isn't plumbed in, and this is a self-contained standalone unit which sits in your kitchen with a refillable tank on the back and will filter all of your water for you. Now it will give you room temperature water, but it will also give you 3 other stages of heated water. I think one's for baby bottles, one is just below boiling, and one is for boiling. And to be honest with you, we generally just use the cold or the room temperature water, or the boiling water, which is for teas and coffees. The basic premise is that you can take your glass, put it underneath, press the button, and instantly comes out the filtered water. Now you can hear there's a slight whirring noise in the background, and that's obviously the filter kicking in. And it stops, I think, at 250 millilitres of water, so it will automatically stop. You don't have to manually stop it, but in this situation where I've got a slightly bigger glass, I just have to tap it again and it will keep on topping the glass up, and then when I want to stop, I just press it again and the water stops. Now the water doesn't stop instantly, but you know, you get to time it. You kind of figure out exactly where it is, and within a second the water will stop. And you can probably hear in the background the filter is now filtering to replenish that water level from the water tank at the back of the machine. Now I'm not a tea or a coffee drinker, so I will drink either tap water or orange squash. And so this is great because, you know, that's all I need. I only need a glass at a time. And actually what I do, now it's a little bit warmer, I have a jug which I have in the fridge door, and I just top that up. And one of the really cool things that you can do is if you long press the button, it will just continually top it up. And it, fortuitously, with the jug that I bought, it actually literally will stop before it gets to the top, purely because that's the amount of water that has been filtered that the machine is storing. And once that's filled, the water cuts off, and then the machine starts whirring in the background while it's filtering the next capacity from the rear tank. So for me, that means that I get chilled water out of the fridge, and then every so often I'll then put it under the machine to top it up, and I've always got chilled water. It's not meant to be the best way to drink water because it's best at room temperature apparently, but for me, I'm okay with that. It's the most filtered water I can get. The fact that it's a little bit chilled, that works for me really well. My housemate, on the other hand, she drinks tea constantly, whether it be fruit teas or tea from a tea bag. So she is down here constantly pressing that button, instant hot water. And in fact, if I do this, I can show you. If I literally just turn the dial to boiling water, I press the button, and this is going through, I think it's a carbon heater, and that's how quickly the water comes out, and that is now perfect temperature. I won't actually go all the way because I don't want to crack the glass with boiling water, but that is then instant hot water for teas and coffees. And it's actually quite funny when I have friends come over, it's a little bit of a show off that I've got, like, you know, the best pure water you can get at the push of a button, and kind of do normal teas and coffees in the conventional way. So this has really changed the way that we drink water in the house. And it's really low maintenance. Literally, all we need to do is to open this up, take this tank out, fill it to water. There's 5 litres that this will take. put it to the back, close it up, and there we go. It's ready to give us more clean water. Now, one of the things with reverse osmosis is that you do actually get some wastewater. And with traditional plumbed-in systems, you get a lot of wastewater, which obviously isn't really particularly good for the environment. This actually creates a very, very small amount of wastewater, and in fact, we just put it into the houseplants. So it literally, from there, you get a little light on the front, which tells you you need to replace the water. Pour it into the plant, fill it up, put it back in, and again, you can hear in the background there is a little bit of noise while it's filtering. That's one of the only negatives that I would say about the system, is that there is a little bit of noise when it's filtering, but it's very small. It's probably no more noisy than a dishwasher running or a gas boiler blowing. So it's not a lot of noise, but it's something to bear in mind. And also, this isn't piped in, so you do have to top it up. But it's so quick and easy to do that you just get used to it. We've now had it, as I said, over 6 months, and this is now just part and parcel of what we do in the day. And it's the way that we get the purest water that we can. So yeah, it's a really great product, and I do really highly recommend this for anybody that's looking to get pure water. I used to have a Brita, quite a big tank with a little tap on it, but it was a bit of a pain. It wasn't particularly easy to refill. You had to replace the filters quite often. In fact, some of the walls on the water tank went a little bit green, like on a fish tank. So there's clearly, it wasn't the clearest way of getting pure water, and it's not as pure as this. There's filters that you have to change, which we haven't actually done yet, and I've got a new set, and if you watch, there'll be another video which will be me replacing it for the first time. I've no idea how to do it, but I've seen that it's a very quick, simple process. So it's low maintenance. You only have to do it every 6 months. They're pretty cheap to replace. I was half expecting it to cost a fortune to replace, but actually they're pretty reasonably priced. And as an overall solution for pure water in the home, I'm not sure this can be beaten. I did quite a lot of research at the time, and I've done a lot of research since to see if there's any other new systems or any better ways to do it. But actually, I can't find any. So I really highly recommend. This is the Osmio Reverse Osmosis Water Filter. And yeah, it comes highly recommended by me.